had a moment there on a crossing route where you kind of had a little bit of a high step. I think it was about the third quarter or so, but I saw it from another receiver as well at some point in the game. You just talk about incorporating that, and one of the commentators said Saban might not be a fan of that. What would he say to it?
I haven't heard anything about it from Coach actually, but I was just trying to make a play, just trying to get more yards. I think that was just my whole thought process.
Aaron.
John, what was the team's reaction when Trey Sanders scored, given everything that he's been through?
Man, I think that was one of the moments in the game that were really special for everybody. I think just all of us kind of knowing what he's been through and all the work that he's put in, and just being able to see that moment was just it was just special for everybody.
Tony.
John, how easy or how much easier does Jameson make your job just with his speed and how he can open up defenses?
I think it all goes together. I think we help one another. I think the receiving core and the offense is really complementary of one another. So we just help each other, and it goes well together.
Steven.
John, I know the offense loves scoring touchdowns, but when you have a kicker that confident like Will Reichard that can make field goals, how contagious is that?
Extremely contagious and extremely important. Kind of ensuring that we can always score some points, whether it be touchdowns or getting some field goals every time we get the ball.
Michael.
Yeah, what's the dynamic like for a receiver when you're out in a pattern, you see Bryce starting to take off, whether it's a run, whether he's going to run or he's going to throw, what it's going through your mind when you see him kind of step up in the pocket like that?
It's just kind of the same thing, to get open. Luckily, we have a quarterback that's good with his feet and can make plays happen and extend a lot of plays. So kind of just get open and continue to keep the play alive.
John.
Yeah. John, how quickly when Jameson Williams got on campus did you say, hey, this is a guy that can help us right away. This is a guy who can be a playmaker for us?
Pretty quickly from when he got here, and he kind of attacked it that way, and he's kind of shown it and showed it to everybody the other day.
Nick Kelly.
John, what impressed you most about Bryce in his starting debut on Saturday?
I don't know what I could say really impressed me the most. I've kind of expected it, especially practicing with him every day, being with him every day. It's kind of something that I expected, and it's kind of just something that college football fans and everybody else was finally able to see.
Haley.
Yeah, John, just kind of piggybacking off of that, how was it to actually get to work with Bryce in a game and to kind of see how he operated as that starting guy and being your quarterback?
In that aspect, it was good. It was fun as the whole team. It was fun for the whole offense to kind of finally be able to go out there and play together in a game, especially it being such a new offense in comparison to last year, as far as personnel. But it was fun for all of us to actually finally go out there and be able to play a game against a different opponent.
Steve.
John, I was hoping you could talk about Smitty being there on the sidelines. How different was it to see him not suited up and being that captain for you guys in game one?
Yeah, it was great having the guys on the sideline, Smitty, Waddle, Ruggs, those guys on the sideline. And it was a little bit different not seeing Smitty and Waddle suited up with me going on the field. But it was fun. It was a new team. It feels like a new team. And that's just kind of what it is.
Michael.
I mean, it's maybe a little bit offbeat, but just wonder, when you came out for warm-ups and you saw the roof was open and the sun was shining down in certain parts of the field, what did you guys think about that? And did it impact anything when you guys were throwing passes, knowing that there was very directed sunlight in certain parts?
I think going out early, we kind of prepared for it to see maybe if it would be affected. But I think as the game went on, I don't think it affected us at all, or something we were thinking about at all. But it did give, with the stadium being open, I think my first time playing with it open, it did give the stadium a kind of a different feel. So that was cool.
Jacob.
Kind of getting back to Bryce, all those years with Mac and knowing that off the field he has that swagger and he's a bit of a jokester. What's kind of the personality like from Bryce Young when it's not football mode? What's he like when you're just kind of in the locker room or in public or something like that, where it's not just football on the brain?
He's just like me, just like all of us. He's just one of the guys. I don't really know how else to explain it, but he's just like us off the field.
Aaron.
John, did you notice the crowd more Saturday, given a year of not really having full stadiums? And did you guys feed off that at all?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely noticed the crowd from walking into the stadium to being in the game. It was fun. It was exciting to have fans back and the stadium's packed again. So I think that's something that everyone at the game kind of took in, and it was a fun atmosphere.
All right, final two questions, AP Stedham and then Stephen.
Hey, John. John, what do you like about this offense? And since you're probably considered the lead receiver at Alabama now, did Miami cover you differently than other teams in the past?
I'm most excited for the potential of this offense. I think we have a limitless potential. And I'm kind of excited to keep working and keep playing week to week with this offense. And could you repeat the second part of that question?
Yes. Can you hear me, John?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The second part, John, since I think you're probably considered the lead receiver now for Alabama, did Miami cover you any differently than teams in the past?
Nah, I don't. Miami didn't really cover me any differently than teams in the past. And I think they kind of covered us how we expected them to, as far as preparing for them and watching them and their previous games and things like that.
And final question, Stephen.
John, I know you talked about Trey Sanders and the excitement the team had when he scored, but Cameron Latu moving from outside linebacker to tight end and him scoring 2 touchdowns. Like, how fun was that?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's another one. I think that's definitely another one of kind of everybody here seeing the work that he's put in and knowing what he's capable of, and finally being able to see it happen in a game. So I think that was another special moment for everybody.
Thanks, John Metchie.
Thank you.
I think that kind of benefited you and helped you to get you ready for the season?
It benefited me in a lot of ways. It helped me learn all the positions, really the whole defense from every point, like every position there is to do. So I think it helped me in a lot of ways.
Tony.
Brian, how difficult is Jameson to guard up against and as a wide receiver? And do you remember at all prepping for him during the national championship game? Did the game plan against him in that game?
Jameson is he's very hard to guard. He's fast, physical, very distinctive, and has very good route runners. And I remember having to prep against him against the Ohio State game. It was very tough. I was watching film of him every night.
Jacob.
Up front, losing Chris Allen is certainly not something that's going to be easy to move forward with. But talk about Drew and Chris and Dallas, those guys that are going to have to.
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question?
Yeah. I think it's the impact of losing Chris up front and then just, going forward as a team, guys stepping up to fill in.
Oh, Chris was a good player. It was very tough to lose him, unfortunately. But moving forward, we have a very good depth at the linebacker position. And I think everybody who comes in is going to bring that same intensity as Chris did. And I think it will be they're going to play very good.
Stephen.
Brian, how has Josh, Jobe, and Jordan Battle helped make you a better player in that secondary?
Josh Jobe and Jordan Battle, the two vets on the defense, they pick you up when you're down, and I feel like they bring that intensity, and you just want to match their intensity. And once you match each other's intensities and everybody's on the same page, then I think that's when the defense starts to cook.
Michael?
When you see a dual threat passer like De'Ara King was, like Bryce Young, when they start to step up in the pocket and they might scramble, but they're still behind the line of scrimmage, how do you react, with the run and threat option still out there as in the secondary?
Good thing we go against Bryce and Jalen Miro almost every day, because they like to step up in the pocket. And so once they do that, we match our receivers and run with them wherever they go. And practicing that we was able to maintain with our receiver and just let the D-line hurry up and get to the quarterback. And so I think that's how we maintain it.
Aaron?
There were times last year where communication may have been an issue on defense, certain games, especially when teams started going fast. It didn't appear to be an issue yesterday at all. How would you sort of characterize, and what was your experience with the communication on the defense yesterday?
I think the communication was good. We all have chemistry. We all just be able to move around and play fast. And, I think communication was better than last year's. So,
John?
What kind of what stands out to you about Henry To'oTo'o as a player, and has he stepped into kind of an important leadership role already on this defense?
Yes, sir. Of course, his leadership stands out the most, and the way he just plays and he's everywhere, literally. Very physical guy. He knows the ins and outs of the defense. He knows what the offense is probably going to run before they even run it. So he's a very good player.
Final two questions, Charlie and then Nick.
Yeah, obviously last year was a different year where you came in as a true freshman but didn't have a normal off season. With going through spring practice and summer and the preseason pretty much back to normal, how much did that benefit you kind of getting ready for year two?
It's benefited me a lot. It's allowed me to really know the scheme of the defense, really able to practice my technique and everything that I need to know. And like in the fall camp, it's allowed me to play a lot of positions. So I think that helped me a lot in seeing where everything needs to be, whatever.
Nick Kelly.
For anyone who has not met Drew Sanders, what is he like?
Drew Sanders he's different. He comes to work every day. His work ethic is incredible. He plays hard, physical. Telling you that linebacker position is really, really tough. The depth at it is amazing, and how everybody is just good.
Final question, Charlie.
Yeah, going back to just talking about your versatility, we obviously saw you at safety and money last year. We saw you at star on Saturday. Do you have a preference of where you play on the field, or are you the kind of guy that's just, I don't care, wherever you need me, I can do it?
Wherever you need me, I can do it. I just want to help the team best as I can do, the best possible.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, guys.